COVID court.
See how
We
soon
can
you,
divert some of that money.
Scott, see how soon you can become the enemy, working for the enemy?
Only people without vaccines go to that court. The COVID court.
Well, being 7 o'clock, I will call the Marathon County Board of Supervisors to order, please. We will start with a Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing, because following the Pledge of Allegiance will be a silent moment of reflection. I pledge allegiance to
I
the
pledge
flag
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
indivisible,
God,
liberty and
indivisible,
justice for all.
liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And I'd ask the clerk to have the reading of the notice, please.
The adjourned organizational meeting of the Marathon County Board of Supervisors will be held at the Marathon County Courthouse, 500 Forest Street, on Thursday, April 22nd, 2021, and the agenda was duly signed and posted.
Thank you. And I would like to request everyone please silence their cell phones and any other electronic devices. And those listening in, please have your devices on mute at this time to not interrupt the meeting. And I'd like to ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Beestrom.
Here.
Bizotto.
Here.
Book.
Here.
Butke.
Here.
Christensen.
Here.
Seiler.
Here.
Conway. Dickinson.
Here.
Drabeck.
Here.
Pfeiffer.
Here.
Fisher.
Here.
Gaber. Gibbs.
Here.
Gonering.
Here.
Guild.
Here.
Gums. Harris.
Here.
Jacobson.
Here.
Johnson. Lamont.
Here.
Leahy.
Here.
Lowe.
Here.
Mask.
Here.
Oberbeck.
Here.
Opal.
Here.
Robinson. Rosenberg. Schley.
Here.
Seefelt.
Here.
Soybert.
Here.
Stark.
Here.
Van Cray.
Here.
Vol.
Here.
Zhang.
Here.
Gaber. Gums. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'd
Krause.
like-
Krause here.
Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to welcome all of the visitors that we have here with us and those that are joining in and watching in on public television. Thank you. And we will move on to item B, reports by standing committee chairpersons or designees. Do we have any reports from standing committee chairpersons or designees? Okay, seeing none, we will move on to the consent agenda. Items C8 through C13A1. What is your pleasure? Motion by Supervisor Johnson and second by Supervisor Rosenberg. Is there any any discussion?
Chair,
Supervisor Dickinson.
I make a request to pull item A, C11A from the consent agenda.
Item 11A is pulled from the consent agenda and will be moved separately. Is there any other discussion? There, no.
Second.
It's a request by the supervisor, and it has always been honored. Any other discussion on the consent agenda? Seeing none, all those in favor of approval of the consent agenda, items C8 through item C13A1, except item 11A, confirmation of appointment, Diversity Affairs Commission. All those in favor of the motion to approve signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. And now we will go on to item 11A, confirmation of appointments, Diversity Affairs Commission. Lisa Ort Sundergaard. What is your pleasure?
I move to confirm the appointment.
Motion to approve by Supervisor Johnson and second by Supervisor Fisher. Is there any discussion? Supervisor Lamont.
Mr. Chair, sorry.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like a roll call vote.
Roll call vote's been requested.
You guys are absolutely.
Any further discussion?
Mr. Chair, Supervisor Dickinson, I have my hand raised.
Supervisor Dickinson, go ahead.
Thank you. First, I acknowledge the administrator's authority to nominate someone to this position. Second, I recognize we have no robust process for filling vacancies. Third, I realize we have no listed qualifications for a member of this commission. Anyone can apply and be chosen. These points make analysis and possible rejection difficult of any appointment, perhaps unreasonable. This is probably why board members commented last month they could not recall ever seeing appointments rejected. In this case, the administrator seemingly has not violated any process because the process is straightforward, and the nominee is seemingly suitable because there is nothing to measure against. So then how does one fairly analyze a nomination so one does not just sign off and be a yes person? Under what circumstances is a rejection justified? In this situation, I have one primary reason, and I have a smaller secondary reason, which is more of a comment. The primary reason is the timeline. The nominee's application was submitted on March 26th after the March board meetings, after we had at least 6 other applicants, and after I requested the administrator at the March 23rd meeting not to open up invitation for more applicants. I felt we had enough applicants to choose from, and given there are no litmus tests nor specific qualifications, a selection could reasonably have been made from those applicants. The administrator at the March 23rd and April 20th meetings did not indicate any of those persons were unqualified in any way. So by opening up the application to more candidates, it gives a perception to some that the other 6 simply did not fit the mold of the Diversity Affairs Commission membership. The secondary reason is a lack of diversity. While I do not know the nominee personally and have no reason to doubt her resume or her qualifications, she did submit a personal letter to the board on March 17th and shared her thoughts in support of the Community for All resolution and made other comments directed toward board members who may not support it. Additional comments made at the last board meeting suggested commission members might need to possess a certain worldview to support the mission of diversity affairs. I do not agree with this line of thinking. This mindset suggests that you can only be on the airport board if you're a pilot, on the health board if you're a medical professional, on finance and property if you're a finance analyst or in real estate. The narrow mindset is unhealthy to the business of the board because it creates an echo chamber of thought. It creates animosity to opposing discussion and leads to one-sided resolutions and policy. You can have a differing viewpoint yet still support the overall mission of the commission. It would seem to me that true diversity applies to a variety of thought process and backgrounds. By doing this, it allows the commission to find the best, well-thought-out solutions in the interests of all county residents to move the commission's mission forward. And it builds unity with the commission and the full board. So I vote no to the nomination and ask again that the appointment be made from the pool of applicants prior to the March 18th meeting, and ask that diversity of views be a characteristic applied in that selection for the good of the board and the county. Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote, and we will ask the clerk to call the roll. And if we could, please start with the second name, and we will proceed moving forward that we will drop, every roll call will be dropped one name.
Bizotto.
Yes.
Boots. Book.
No.
Butke.
Yes.
Christensen.
Yes.
Seiler.
No.
Conway. Dickinson.
No.
Drabeck.
No.
Pfeifferich.
No.
Fisher.
Yes.
Gaber.
No.
Gibbs.
Aye.
Gonering.
No.
Guild.
Yes.
Gums. Harris.
Yes.
Jacobson.
No.
Johnson.
Yes.
Krause.
Yes.
Lamont. Supervisor Lamont? Thank you. Leahy?
Yes.
Lowe?
Yes.
Mask?
Yes.
McEwen?
Yes.
Oberbeck?
Yes.
Opal?
No.
Robinson? Rosenberg?
Yes.
Schley?
No.
Seefelt?
No.
Soibert?
No.
Stark?
Yes.
Van Cray?
Yes.
Vol?
No.
Zhang?
Yes.
Thank you.
Beestrom, yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Supervisor Beestrom.
And the motion is carried, and the result is 20-14. Moving on to Human Resources, Finance, and Property Committee. Approve of the 2021 budget transfers for Marathon County Department of Appropriations, Resolution 27-21. Motion by Supervisor Robinson. Is there a second? Second by Supervisor Rosenberg. Any discussion? This does require a 2/3 majority vote. Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion to approve the 2021 budget transfers for Marathon County Department of Appropriations, Resolution 27-21, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimous. Thank you. And we will move on to miscellaneous business, announcements and/or requests. Any announcements and/or requests? Seeing none, the only announcement I have is the Eastern Towns Association meeting is next Thursday at 7 o'clock, and that is at Bowman Country Air over in Stratford. Any other announcements? Seeing none, we'll take item.
Mr. Chair, that's the Western, Mr. Chair, that's the Western Towns.
Excuse me, Western Towns, I apologize, Western Towns, wrong direction. We are down to item E16. I will accept the motion.
Move to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn was Supervisor Mask. Is there a second? Supervisor Conway with a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. We stand adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.